Hi Year 8, thought I'd have another go at doing one of these PowerPoint videos. Hope the last one was useful, hope this one's useful. If you've got any comments or feedback, please do let me know. This week we are going to concentrate on the Photocard and we're going to be doing a little bit of speaking. You can see on the screen now what we're aiming to do with the tasks that are coming up. Okay, so it's all about identifying the key elements that you need in your answers, identifying those in examples, and then using those examples to help you write your own answers, produce your own answers, say your own answers. Okay, so the photo card. There are 3 elements to the photo card, represented by these rather delicious looking macarons. I very much do like these, hint, hint. And the 3 elements are as follows. 1, describe the photo. So the first question will always be, qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? What is there on the photo? Always going to be the first question. Then you will see 2 further questions and they will be on the same piece of paper as the photo. And so you will see those and have time to think about them and prepare your answers to them. Then, when you're doing your assessment with your teacher, you will be asked a further 2 unseen questions. All of the questions that you get asked are in relation to the topic that the photo's on. So if you've got a photo of somebody playing a sport, then your follow-up questions are going to be about what you think about sport, what sport do you do, what you've done recently in terms of sport, etc. It's going to be all related to that theme. Okay, so your aim when you're doing a photo card is to try to answer all of your 5 questions as clearly as you possibly can. Okay, don't have to be overly fancy, you just have to be really clear. Your message needs to be very easily understood. You need to try to give 3 details in your answer to each question. That's not necessarily 3 sentences, but 3 pieces of information. And if you can't do it for all 5 questions, not a problem. Can you try to do it for at least 3 of the questions, for example? Can you give 3 details on 3 questions? Can you develop your answers as much as you possibly can? Give an opinion. 1 question will ask for an opinion explicitly. And as I say to you, when you give an opinion, always then follow it up with a reason. Explain why you like something, why you don't like something, etc. And finally, you will also get a question where you are asked to refer to a different time frame correctly, so past and or future. So we're going to do some tasks and activities today to practice the photo card, understanding descriptions, putting your own descriptions together. So first of all, when we think about describing a photo, you need to think about palm. Okay, nice and easy. Think of your hand, 5 digits, 5 things to remember. PALME. First thing, people. Who can you see on the photo? Action, what are they doing? Location, so where are they? Mood, do they look happy? Do they look sad? Do they look like they're concentrating? A lot of the time these photos do tend to have happy people in them, but we'll see what comes up later on in this video. And finally then, any extra details that might be, what does the weather look like? What clothes they're wearing? Can you see anything else in the picture? What do you think about the photo? What does it remind you of? Anything like that. Any extra details is great. And you're aiming to include 3 out of those 5 elements. So if you can do people, action, and some extra details, brilliant. If you can do people, location, and mood, fab. Okay, you don't have to necessarily do all 5, because at the end of the day, you're trying to be clear, you're trying to be accurate, you're trying to get your message across nice and easily so that you are totally and utterly 100% understood. Okay, so if you can't do action, don't do it. do one of the other ones instead. Okay, but think palm all the time. 5 things. If you're thinking about 5 and you can do 3, fabulous. Right, chatty mat. We're going to be using our chatty mat to start off with. You should have this at the front of every workbook. It's quite good actually to colour code your chatty mat. Get a highlighter out. Highlight the P section, the A section, etc., in different colours. And this week's Quizlet is on chatty mat phrases still. Okay, I'll also be running Quizlet Live, hint, hint, on Thursdays for you to come along and practice your vocabulary. It'd be really great to see a few more of you join in with that. I had 20 year 9s, so they utterly thrashed you in terms of numbers. So why don't you come along and see if you can beat them? It would be really great to see you there. So anyway, I digress. Let's carry on. Chatty mats. So these phrases, I want you to put these phrases together using your chatty mat. So pause the video. Can you work out using your chatty mat how to say those 7 phrases? All you've got to do is find the bit on your chatty mat and pull them together to create those phrases. Okay, so just pause the video and then press play again in a moment to hear the answers. I'm just going to take a swig of tea. Just in case there was a bit of a funny noise on the video, you know what it is. Right, anyway, stop waffling. So the answers are, there are a man and some children. Il y a un homme et des enfants. In the foreground, I see. Au premier plan, je vois. They are in the street. Ils sont dans la rue. I would say that it is raining. Je dirais que il pleut. Je dirais qu'il pleut. It makes me think of my family. Ça me fait penser à ma famille. He is talking. Il est en train de parler. Or you might have come up with il parle. I'll come back to that in just a moment. And then the last one, they seem tired. Ils ont l'air fatigués. Coming back to this, il est en train de. Really brilliant phrase to remember and use for your photo description. Il est en train de, elle est en train de, ils sont en train de, elles sont en train de, if you want plural. The reason why is because that phrase, il est en train de, is followed by an infinitive verb. So you don't need to worry about changing the ending. You just keep it as the infinitive ending er, ir, or re. Okay? And you're saying that what they're sort of in the process of doing when the photo was taken, kind of thing. It's a great phrase to use for your photo description. Okay, hopefully you've figured all of those out and got those right. Well done. Let's move on. Okay, so you're going to be shown some statements. C'est quelle photo? A, B, U, A, B. Okay, so does the statement refer to photo A? Does the statement refer to photo B? Or does it refer to both of them? So I'll show you the statement. You shout out your answer, and then I'll tell you whether you got it right or wrong. I'm sure you'll get them all right. Here we go. Il y a 5 femmes sur la photo. B. Au centre, je vois un ballon de foot. A. Ils sont en train de jouer un match de foot. A, B, both of them. Au centre, il y a un ballon de foot. A. Don't know why I've put that one twice in 2 slightly different ways, but there we go. See who is noticing, who is paying attention. Ils portent des maillots de foot. Both of them, maillots de foot, are football kits. La photo a été prise au stade. Picture B. Au deuxième plan, je vois 2 personnes. Picture A. And ils ont l'air concentrés. Both of them. Okay, well done. Let's move on. Okay, now there's a link here going to this task, this activity, which has got 4 different sort of quizzes for you to practice identifying key elements and understanding details. So the link, because it's a bit of a complicated link, it will be posted into class charts. It'll also be posted onto Teams, and all you've got to do is follow the link, and then you will get to this. You click sur une photo, so choose one of the photos. For example, let's do this one. Look at the image. It tells you what's going to happen. So in this case, there's going to be 5 questions. You've got to decide if they're true or false. And then when you're ready, click prêt. Okay, if you want to enlarge the photo and see it a little bit bigger, you can do. If you see any of those little symbols, there's an interactive element on the page, so you'll need to find it. Click on it, and it will show you something. There's the photo. If you see an eye, click on it and it'll take you back to the photo. You've got to decide whether that statement is true or false. Click on that and it'll tell you whether you got it right or wrong, etc., etc. When you've done that task, it'll take you back to the beginning with the 4 pictures for you to then have a go at another task. Okay, so have a bit of practice with that. Hopefully it all works. I did check it, but you never know. When you've done that, come back and we'll carry on. Right, as I said before, you will also get, after the Photocard, 4 more questions, 2 that you see, 2 that are kind of more on the spot. Those questions, though, are divided into certain categories. You get opinions questions, such as comment trouves-tu? Est-ce que tu aimes? Quel est ton something préféré, favori? Qu'est-ce que tu détestes? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes? Qu'est-ce que tu n'aimes pas? Qu'est-ce que tu adores? Okay, so opinion questions, trying to get your opinion about something. And these, when you give an opinion, always remember to give a reason. That's right. And then general questions asking about sort of what you normally do. So, for example, what do you wear normally? What do you do if it's raining? What do you normally do at the weekend? Any sort of questions, again, linked to the theme that the photo's on generally. Okay. Also, you will see that there are questions that are getting you to trying to get you to refer to different time frames. So that you might have questions that are referring to the future. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire le week-end prochain? What are you going to do next weekend? Qu'est-ce que tu vas porter au collège demain? What are you going to wear to school tomorrow? Où est-ce que tu vas aller la semaine prochaine? Where are you going to go next week? Où voudrais-tu aller pendant les vacances? Where would you like to go during the holidays? So it's reference to the future. So it can be what you would like, because that is still referring to the future. Or you might have past ones. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait récemment? What have you done recently? Qu'est-ce que tu as porté le week-end dernier pour aller à la fête? What did you wear last weekend to go to the party? And où es-tu allé la semaine dernière? Where did you go last week? So again, trying to get you to express a statement in the past tense. Okay? So what details should you try to include in your answers to these other types of questions? Again, we're thinking about 3 details in your answer, such as who with, where, when, or how often. Can you use connectives to link or to contrast your ideas? Okay, so you could give a positive opinion and then link it and contrast it to a negative opinion, and that would then give you 2 clear details in your answer. And then, as I said before, as I keep saying, if you're being asked for an opinion, remember to give a reason. Okay, we're going to have a little look at some examples, and then there is a task coming up which will enable you to put this into practice and to have a go at your own. So if you had, for example, quel est ton sport préféré? You could answer it by saying c'est le tennis, parce que c'est un sport rapide. J'adore faire de la natation aussi. So you've said what it is, one detail, you've given a reason, two details, you've said another thing that you also like to do. You've expressed a clear opinion, a clear second opinion, and you've linked it with that use of aussi. Those are your three details. Okay, have a go at coming up with perhaps one of your own answers to that question, and then I'll show you a second one that I've done. Okay, so you might want to pause the video, swig a tea. Okay, so I've also come up with j'aime le tennis. That makes it slightly more explicit that you're answering with an opinion. Parce que c'est bon pour la santé. Give an opinion, always give a reason. I'm pausing there for you to shout out at me the word reason. I know some of you just did. Cependant, je n'aime pas la natation. So that was what I talked about by giving a contrast. You've given a positive opinion, given the reason, and then you've used one of those nice little connectives, cependant. You could have used mais, pourtant, and then given a negative opinion. So you've got that idea of contrast. Again, 1, 2, 3 pieces of information. Boom, done. Nice and simple. Let's move on to the next question. Ooh. Do you know what? I get so annoyed with this. Hey ho, let's plod on. I'm not recording this again. This is my third attempt already. Que fais-tu le week-end normalement? So what do you normally do at the weekend? D'habitude, je vais en ville. So usually I go to town. Avec mes amis. Second piece of information. Who with? Puis je regarde la télé. Oh, missed an accent off there. Puis je regarde la télé. So third piece of information, saying another thing that you do. You could add there, because it's quite simple to do a se plus an adjective to get in an opinion. It's not compulsory because you've already got your three pieces of information there. Alternatively, normalement, je fais de la natation. How might you finish that off? Pause the video, note down an idea, and see then when I start talking again and clicking again, do you match up with what I've got? So you could have avec mon frère. What could that be followed by? Au centre sportif. So this time we've gone for a where. Got a who with, now for a where. Again, nice and easy, simple opinion. Nice and easy, keep it nice and simple. Simple opinion. 3 pieces of information, 3 details. What you do, who with, where. Done. Okay, let's have a look at these because these are slightly trickier because we're going into the past tense. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait récemment? So récemment, j'ai regardé un film. Remember, in your past tense, you need the person. You're part of avoir. Generally, you might need to be je suis if it's one of those movement verbs, but generally you're going to be using j'ai and then your past participle. So récemment, j'ai regardé un film. That's your first piece of information, the first thing you did, what you did. Au cinéma, where? Avec mes copains, who with? Again, nice and easy opinion. Instead of c'est, we're now c'était because it's the past. C'était vraiment drôle. Have a go at answering your, giving your version to that question. Oh, losing it. Okay, so pause the video, have your own go, and then see if we can come back and look at what I've got on the second example. See if you match. Okay, so hier, je suis allé au musée. So there's that example where you need je suis instead of j'ai because it's a movement verb. Aller, go. Hier, je suis allé au musée. I went to the museum yesterday. Avec mes parents. So we've got a who with as our second detail. C'était mortel. So I've chosen to do my third detail as an opinion. It was deadly boring. Oh, I've done it again with the animation bits. Hey ho. Qu'est-ce que tu vas porter au collège demain? What are you going to wear to school tomorrow? So my example that's already there. Demain, je vais porter mon uniforme scolaire. Tomorrow I'm going to wear my school uniform. Mais c'est inconfortable, but it's uncomfortable. So, je voudrais porter un jean et un t-shirt. I would like to wear jeans and t-shirt. Okay? How could you answer that question? Pause the video and have a go yourself. What have you got? I've got demain je vais porter une jupe grise. I am going to wear. I am going plus an infinitive. Et une chemise bleue. So there's your two details. Je n'aime pas mon uniforme. There's my opinion. You could follow it up with the reason, car c'est inconfortable. So slightly different version. Okay, so you've had a go at doing those examples. I've now got some activities for you to do. First thing is a forms quiz. The link for that will be on class charts and on Teams. There are various different questions for you to basically have a go at putting what we've been practicing here into action. There's some true false based on various photos. There's a listening, and then there's for you to try to show me that you can describe a couple of photos with just a few phrases. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is something new, and I think this is quite cool. It's called Flipgrid. Don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, but this is a great way for us to practice some speaking and to get some speaking done. It's a key task, so I'm going to do this activity as a separate post on class charts so I can monitor who's submitted their work. Okay, you've got to pick one of the Flipgrids, and then you have to record a video to answer the 5 questions that's listed on the grid. I'm going to show you one of them in just a moment. You can either pick clothes and fashion. I'd say that's the slightly more straightforward one because you can use your page 14 writing task to answer the questions generally on that one, with a little bit of adding in of a couple of details. Or there's one based on weekend activities. You can choose to do this in the browser. You can record in the browser, or you can download the app. There is an app available. Obviously, you'll need to check if you're allowed to download it. Okay, so if, for example, you click on... Why did that not work? Let's try. Get rid of that. Try again. No. Let's try the other one. This has worked. Fabulous. Right, I'll sort that link out. Don't worry. You've got to log on using your school email. So your email that starts 201 and ends at alderbrook.solihull.sch.uk. Try and log on with any other email and it won't let you in. So if you log on to Flipgrid using your school email, there you go, there's me. Woohoo, login successful. You will see this. Weekend plans, if you choose clothes and fashion, that will come up there instead. In fact, I'll have a show you that in just a moment. Scroll down, you'll see a photo. You can expand it. Doesn't go very large, but there we go. A bit weird. Then I'm asking you to record a short video, 2.5 minutes maximum, answering those 5 questions. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire normalement le samedi? Comment trouves-tu la musique? Qu'est-ce que tu as fait le week-end dernier? Quels sont tes projets pour le week-end prochain? You can, as a challenge, ask your own question at the end because other students can respond to you via video. So if you ask a question, somebody else can answer it and can do a little video to answer you. So it's a bit interactive. You can add when you're doing your video, which is just down here, you just press that little button and you can record a response. So you might want to script your answer first. You can record a response. You can add stickers, you can add filters, you can pixelate yourself. If you don't want to appear on the screen, just choose, I think there's a whiteboard option, okay, anything like that. But it's quite fun. Like I say, you can disguise who you are by putting on some of the stickers and for some of the other funnier elements. There's some tips down here as to what you need to be focusing on for each of the questions. There's also some links here to help you in terms of how to maybe ask a question if you want to have a go at the challenge. If you can't quite remember how to do the future tense and you can't find the answer on your workbooks, go and have a look here. There's a website for you to check how to pronounce words. You just type the word in French or copy and paste it and it will show you. Okay. And then once you've recorded your video and you're happy with it, upload it, you submit it, and then I will see it. I moderate it, so I check that it's all okay. And then I'll post it to the grid and other people can view them, like them, reply to them, etc., etc. Then there's also clothes and fashion. Again, photo, 5 questions. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? Comment trouves-tu la mode? Quel est ton look favori? Qu'est-ce que tu as porté au collège hier? Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire ce weekend? So, those are your 5 questions for that one. Again, links, tips, all there to help you, hopefully. I think this is quite cool, could be quite exciting, a bit of fun, something a bit different, a bit interactive, see some familiar faces. Have a go. It'd be brilliant to see some of the speaking things. So that is me done. Finally, you're saying. I've waffled on for I don't know how long. I don't even want to look at the timer. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having a go and bearing with me to the end, despite my technical glitches. And good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your flip grids and to seeing what you post on the forms. Any questions you've got, just drop me a message on class charts or you can email me. Okay, take care, Year 8. Have a great week and I'll be back again soon. Bye-bye. Au revoir.